Welcome to part 3 of FIFA 17, The Journey. And today, I can't even say this with a straight face, mighty Swans are going to start their opening pre-season
Fuck
tour.
you.
Come on,
I mean,
Dwibs.
at the time of this game, I mean, if this game was released now, I'd agree with you, but come on now, be nice.
So how does this affect your performance on the field?
But Swansea are the opponents, well, at least in my
Dwibs?
point of view. So, anyway, what was
Sorry.
it to you?
How do the stats affect your efficiency on the field?
You
The
get
way
better
you'd
at-
expect.
Yeah,
Pretty much the way you would expect it to.
yeah,
You're
you
more
get
faster or you're more powerful with your kicks.
you'll be better at certain parts.
So do they also do the usual stick of like slowing down the shooting marker at times based on your skill level?
No. The stuff only goes up, and also,
I'm talking about like, well, you know, like how during like a penalty kick sometimes there's like, well, a certain speed or like, well, how easy it is to aim something.
No. The stuff just goes up. It doesn't go down.
Why did he hate his smartphone?
Because his mom's worried that he's getting obsessed over looking at.
Never ring if you keep still.
Oh yeah, I see. Hunter's anxious to know whether he's going to get into the squad that's going to travel to America for the pre-season
So
tour.
is she looking for a job?
Yeah. Also, I just noticed something. How does Alex constantly manage to get from here to Swansea every single day for training?
Bus?
It's your first.
Bus.
Or train?
Just give
A
it to me.
private bus, I'm guessing.
Private bus.
There'll be other tools.
You know, just we kind of have a term. Well, we kind of have a term in Italy for people who actually do like that because you actually come on to work in a very distant
See?
city from your hometown.
Watch what?
It's
Long
like
enough
approximately
Hey.
can be translated into be a pendular
Mr.
man.
Butler.
It's long enough to get from Stoke
yeah.
to London. Never mind Swansea.
Yeah, sure. I understand.
I mean,
Cool.
it also happened to me for 1 year straight in between
Guys,
2015
attention.
and 16.
Has he got into the squad?
Can you actually fail at this and have it so that he doesn't get into the squad and then I guess you just plays people who aren't him? Dwibs, is there ever a case when you can't get into the squad, like
No,
if you fail it?
No, it doesn't seem. Jova, we seem to be hitting the checklist to every single sport movie ever made, so I'm
Somewhere
not
over
seeing
the-
too much variation of it.
Ah, so one way or another he'll get into the squad.
Oh, guys, we got a bit of comedy here. He can't get the airport chair to
Sure, so
work.
it works.
Hmm?
I don't know, maybe you're not pushing hard enough.
You do know there's a
pushing
button
hard
to
enough.
push, like a recliner, right? Right? Our mighty swans, everyone.
So, Swansea.
I don't know a
young-
single person who's ever done that on a plane. Just
Yeah.
ever.
I
And I'm
mean-
pretty sure the seats don't even go back that far.
Swansea's young talent. With
What?
this guy, no wonder they're in peril.
You had to push him back. It's what we
But
did with
yeah,
Rocky
seriously,
Yoko,
yeah,
Mum
like
and
Shuri said,
Yep, this game predicted the fate of the team as we know it now.
Yeah.
so at the time we're playing it in January 2017, is this
Reckon the
spot
gap will
on?
pick us at the start of the season if we score some goals in it.
Mate,
Well,
there's no
they
new
just
team
went out
sheet.
the FA Cup.
Ooh.
Straight to the top with them, huh?
Though to be fair, I think it was at least on like the other Premier League clubs that went out,
Do you like it?
they at least lost to a side from their own division.
He seriously doesn't get how to work it still.
Well, now he does.
Well, at least that's an improvement. The flights I usually get don't even have, reclinable seats.
I'm guessing because it's one of those private
I'm
jets, that's why they have enough
poor.
space.
Also, if you're representing Swansea City, shouldn't your ties be white and black?
Does it really affect the suits they wear? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, you'd think. I mean, colours for a team in football round here, Jova. The colour your team wears is actually rather important. Cardiff City fans were really pissed a few years ago because Cardiff's traditional home colours are blue and their away colours are red, but their Asian owner decided to switch them around because he felt that would get better brand recognition.
it would get brand recognition, all right, but for the
Even
wrong
though-
reasons.
Even though Cardiff's nickname are the Blue Birds.
What colors did he change them to?
He swapped them round.
You
Red was
reversed
home
one,
and
so the red was home. Although, I've never really understood why they were blue for home, because Wales, there's a lot of emphasis on red.
Yeah.
well, like against Euro, they are called the Blue Birds, and their emblem is a
Alright,
blue
here we go.
bird.
I know, but I
So
still
first game,
never
what do you need to
understood the
do?
name. All the
Well, the first thing is, well, since we're in the subs, we just have to wait until the coach sends us in. If he decides to send us in.
I'm surprised that more Wales.
So do we have to do some like working?
Yeah, basically the first bit of the match is a cutscene.
I'm surprised that there are no Welsh.
Kind of like in the demo, if I recall.
Wait, who? What's? Sorry, I missed what team we were facing in this one. I don't know actually.
An American team, whatever.
Hey, respect our American teams. We beat Japan in the World Cup.
Actually, no. It's Paris St Germain, a French club.
There we go then.
In
All
America?
right, guys.
Huh.
All right, guys.
It's pronounced, by the way,
Tell me when you get to 619.
And click.
click. By the way, it's pronounced Paris St Germain.
I'm not
Yeah.
French, so
You know, I'm surprised that there are no.
Yeah, the 100-year war never ended, I suppose.
all right. On come the two best friends, and
Extend the
then
lead and completely unexpected.
all right.
Okay.
Basically, we have to extend the lead we have and then win the match.
It's gonna be hard. You're already one goal, under, so you need to perform at least two.
Okay. And I believe I have picked the one. Okay, before each match, you can choose whether you want to play as the whole team or just play as Alex.
Yeah, I think you told us. So in this case, what you chose?
The whole team.
All right.
Does playing as Alex solely change anything story-wise?
Well, no, but it can get a bit easier or harder depending on who you prefer to play as normally.
I'm guessing it's harder when you're just playing as Alex solely, considering
In
how
case, how's the
games
AI
usually
for
go.
the rest of your team?
They're accurate to their
Come on.
Go!
Yay!
Although there is one thing I'm going to admit, throughout this entire LP,
He lost a ball.
throughout this entire LP, the difficulty I set is going to be wildly inconsistent. So, Swansea has scored more than one goal.
Yay!
Accurate?
Oh, no.
The guy had the facial paralysis.
The only time they scored more than one goal was a match against, I think, Crystal Palace, and even then they conceded 4 goals, so they only won by they won 5 goals to 4. So I'm not quite sure whether it was a case of they won despite their awful defence, or whether they won because Crystal Palace's defence were even worse.
Was it also maybe a strategic defeat on Crystal Paris' side?
Joe, but there is no such thing as strategic defeats.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Often in preseason, sometimes people figure, yeah, we should save our star players for the actual season.
Joe, around here, that's actually considered rather disrespectful.
Weird. In a game managed by FIFA of all people.
Earlier today, in the FA Cup, Liverpool faced Plymouth Argyle, and they fielded a weakened side. People that weren't Liverpool fans were pissed.
So, wow. So let me get this.
And it didn't work because they couldn't even beat Plymouth.
Oh jeez.
And Plymouth are in League 2, 3 divisions below Liverpool.
Well, I guess that was karma for them.
Yeah.
2-1.
You know, it's amazing how a game can have so much historical means of this much controversy. Of course, then again, it's FIFA.
Well, I got tackled from behind. What are you complaining about? You tackled me from behind, you numpty.
Oh my god, that guy looks like Spoonie.
Wow, fucking seriously? Or yellow already?
Is it just me or does that guy
Well,
look like...
again, we're playing this. We entered the match while it was still going on because we came on as a sub.
No,
Okay.
am I the only one who's...
Question, Dwibs. You already told me that sometimes the arbiter, the referees ignore clearly fouls, potentially due to the AI. Does it also occur that sometimes the player do, simulations and they got recognized?
Well,
Like
from what I
real
can tell,
soccer
it's not
football
really been.
players.
From what I could tell, it's rather hard to simulate. I think he can do diving in this game.
How cute.
Also, yeah. Swansea 3, Paris St Germain 1.
Also, does Alex
Actually,
have...
still
like-
2-2 now.
So does...
No, 3-1.
No, it says 2-2 because before one of Saint Germain scored.
Wait, did they?
Yeah, you're 2-2 now.
Let's look at the score monitor when it comes up.
Yeah, sure. 77.
No, 3-1.
1-3.
Wait.
Remember, Theo, we started out already winning at 1-0.
Ah, but I thought it was Saint Germain who scored the first goal in the cutscene.
Oh, I
No.
think I get what Tio's going
No,
at.
it
It's like,
wasn't.
well,
No,
I
it
think...
wasn't.
Jeez, it's hard to.
I'm guessing you
Again,
assume that the team
fact
in
that-
white were the
fact that
home
the
team.
field is so uniform and symmetric.
Oh.
It makes kind of difficult. What the fuck are you doing?
Wow.
Oh.
Well, Theo, the thing is, when you're watching football, you're supposed to pay attention more to the team's shirts and
I
their
know,
colors,
but when
not so
when
much.
it comes to when the classic orgy where are all the players concentrated on the door,
So here's what I don't get. Why is it that the away team is dressed in white? Isn't white usually saved for home?
Well,
it
Paris St Germain's
depends.
colours are these colours, so...
I mean, people joke about it, but Captain Tsubasa Rasholi Benji had this very clever technique of making the field look like it was curved to make you understand where people were.
Yeah.
Wow, the reality this game's trying to set up is really unrealistic.
What? You mean Swansea being that great?
Well, that and then beating Paris St Germain, well, first at all, and two by this margin.
Well, Dwibs, considering symbolism, you as the player are this new element that balance the battle and tips the balance in favor of Swansea.
So basically,
Anyway.
Dwibs, consider yourself God, and you're deciding to give Swansea the upper hand this time.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably what God thinks whenever he decides who's gonna win or lose at these.
Can you guys see the action? The camera ain't too far zoomed out for you, is it?
No,
Yeah,
I can
it's
see- I can
fine
see
enough.
I can see fine.
Nah, it's a better camera.
Again,
angle
I
than
only
TV
had
anyway.
problems in the cutscene. That was pretty much it.
So does Alex have animations that most players don't normally have?
He might do. I don't know.
Since he's like the whole cool new avatar character for this game.
So,
you know.
5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, can we make it 5-1?
Let's see. And yes, you can.
Alex
10 out
Hunter
of
scores a
10.
Alex Hunter scores a hat trick on his debut.
Really?
Talk about the dream debut.
Don't you wish you had a player like this, Shiwai?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Okay, now you're just rubbing it in.
By the way, I'm wondering, have Chelsea faced Swansea yet? I'm just going to check.
Probably, I don't know.
2016-17. Let's have a look. Okay.
It's gonna be.
Yes, Jova?
Our Scrum Generations commentary of United Peasants is gonna be so fun in hindsight of this.
Are you... Wait, seriously? We only drew to Swansea?
Now they've got a chance.
I guess you two really are linked
It's
by
over.
fate.
2-2.
Well, it depends. Well, that depends. When was that? Was it back when you guys were known as Musketeers? Oh, never mind then.
So, yay. Swansea won.
No, well...
Wow, first time in forever.
For the first time in forever.
Oh, but we still managed to keep us. Why are you exalting? Come on.
Why are you celebrating like
Also,
that?
that guy looks like Rocky Rock then.
Oh my god, he
Yeah,
does.
it's interesting because usually FIFA games are programmed better than that in terms of its animations. I mean, most of the time when someone scores a goal that will not be relevant because the other team is still winning by a large margin. They usually just go up, pick up the ball, and go straight to the field. So I don't know why they. I don't know.
Or maybe he's the kind
There
of
you go,
player who doesn't
5-2.
care about the team. He scored, so yay!
First time that they played.
So I guess you will be treated as a god, pretty much.
10, 3 goals, and they won the game.
So checklist completed.
Swansea IRL, take notes.
Yeah. And remember, your managers, you can't just go through managers like they're a book.
Oh, you mean kind of like Man U does it? Boom!
Boom, chakalaka.
All right, so let's see the result of
Yeah, 5-2. And our next game will be against Borussia Dortmund, one of Germany's best teams.
Well, actually, for a while there, Chelsea was also kind of steamrolling through coaches.
Start of something great. Yes.
Our careers start right here.
Well,
So
we
with
have
the
to start
music.
somewhere. Well, we have to start some. Remember, this is composed by one half of the Noisy Duo.
all right, I
Who?
forgot.
The Noisy Duo, aka Trent Reznor and
Atticus Ross. Although Atticus
guy
Ross
from
is the
the
one
social
doing
net.
this game.
So you scored £900 of extra. Oh,
The £900. Every you get a
you
get
get followers.
you get £300 for every goal you score as a bonus.
Our influence grows.
Plus, I improved my passing and my shooting, and I am at 61 overall in my attributes. Also, we were playing at the ground of the Seattle Sounders.
Wow, who knows? Maybe by the end of this game you'll have top IV stats.
And we got 2 skill points, so let's use those. Basically, it's basically
I can't believe not only there's a story mode, but also an upgrade system.
each skill
Amazing.
set has
Actually,
different
the
types of skill
upgrade
points.
system in FIFA has been here for quite a while, actually, since the PS2 era.
Didn't
Basically,
you
as I was saying, each set of skill, each trait costs a different amount of skill points. That's just how I last read through the social media. So, Mr. Alex Hunter. Anyway, join us for part 4, where we continue our excursion through the states and face off against the mighty Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah,
all right,
buddy.
see ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.